Welcome to Just a Rad Life. In this episode, we're going to be doing oxtail on the fire pit. Welcome to Just a Rad Life. In this episode, we're going to be making oxtail, one of my favorite dishes. I'm the only red meat eater in the house, so I get to mash up all of this. Not in one sitting. I kind of freeze it and eat it in freeze it, put it into portions, and eat whatever I want. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the oxtail, which has been washed and cleaned properly, trimmed off a little bit of the fat. You want to leave some of it on for flavor. But it's been washed and cleaned in salt, baking soda, vinegar, and water, just to kind of get the scum off of it so we can work with it. So I'm gonna transition it into a larger bowl. And then what I like to use these days is an all-in-one. So this is like your spur tree oxtail seasoning, and this is about 2 pounds of oxtail. So I cook the site. You can figure out what you want to do with it, but what I do is I add maybe about a half a cup to a cup of the spur tree seasoning. And then something I discovered that I really like is the Maggie's bouillon. So I'll add also a little Maggie's bouillon in it, just do a couple dashes there, which gives it amazing flavor, you know. And then last, I add oyster sauce to it, just to kind of give it a little bit of a sweet punch. So we'll do a couple dabs of that in there. And then just to watch, I also use carrot, which I'll be adding later. Some sweet peppers, which are green peppers, and scallion, which I'm also add a little bit of scallion to this right now. So I'm just gonna get a handful of scallion, just drizzle that on. And then I've got tomato and garlic. And what I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of garlic as well to it, because I'm gonna let it sit for a bit before I cook it. And the tomatoes will go in later as well. And I've got chopped, medium-sized chopped white onion. I'm gonna add a little bit of that as well. And then Scotch bonnet pepper, which you can never leave out of any cool Jamaican dish. So I'm gonna do that, that's there. And I've also got my thyme.
Is that from the backyard?
Yeah, it's thyme from the backyard. So we got a lot of thyme in the backyard that we like to use. So grab a sprig out right now and just pull it off and drop it in there. It gives really good flavor. And we do add a little bit of thyme later, but you know, there's nothing like thyme. And when you're fusing the meat together, just slide that off like that. When you're putting on all your seasonings, it's nice to rub this into the meat as well. So what I'm gonna do is put on the sandwich bags, which I use as gloves. They're just easy to go in and out of. And I'm gonna mix my oxtail around now. Just get that nicely in there. Turn it. You want that like nice golden brown color. And I find that this spur tree thing works, man. I typically like to make my own stuff. You know, meaning people use browning, people, you know, use a little adobo, whatever your recipe is. Molasses, I've heard people put it, but this is really the shot, man. This is really keeps me going. I'm the only one that eats it, so I'm not gonna make my own seasoning for this. It's just easier to buy that. You open it and then you refrigerate it, but that should be about a cup then that I've added. You know, just rub it all in. You know, rub it all in and that's there. So, and then the gloves come off easy as ever. So thank you for visiting our channel, Just a Rad Life. This is how you season oxtail. We're gonna put it on a fire in the outdoor cook pit, so stick around. Thanks for stopping by.